Welcome to a Halloween edition of Hardmic, and what an episode it was. And we're going to break it down piece by piece, and we're going to fill you in on the in-game card as we know it. But right now, I'm being joined by a man who has a bone to pick, and man, there's just a lot going on with you, Psycho G, man. And I don't know where to start, where it begins,
My
where it
head.
ends.
Can you calm down? My head is ringing right now. I probably have a fucking concussion. My head is ringing. I had a ladder just directly thrown at my skull, and from that point on, I kind of don't really remember shit, to be honest. Like, I remember losing, but everything else is kind of just a blur. I kind of just got woke up, so my head actually hurts right now. Fuck.
Could imagine. And I feel bad for you because people are kind of laughing at what Cliff did to you tonight, and I don't think it was no laughing matter.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't realize you're going to laugh at someone's own pain. Y'all are really some masochists then, huh? Sadists.
Our fan base is nothing like something else, man.
Y'all it's a weird fan base, honestly. Y'all getting off on that. It's
Cliff,
weird.
I know Cliff very well, and that's an old tradition of his during hardcore matches. Usually it's dodge bell, but tonight it was dodge ladder. So.
It's like dodge ladder. That's I didn't realize I was playing dodgeball today.
You had to catch the ladder, and unfortunately, it catched your face.
Yeah, it catched my face, and now ringing is all I hear right now. It's a great time. Fuck. Words are very hard right now. I lost tonight, and it happened. Cliff, you beat me straight up. There's no excuses. There was no JT or anything. You took me to my limit. You threw a ladder at my skull. We damn near tried to kill each other. And you came out victor. And I congratulate you on that. You did it. I'm very proud of you. But as I said on Twitter, I'm still going to show up to endgame. Concussion or not. That's not going to change, and you know that. Blackheart knows that. I'm still going to be there. I still haven't heard from JT. I really haven't. Lions, have you heard from Justin? This is me being honest. Have you heard from him? I haven't heard from since last week.
But with everybody, that's their general manager's job. But I feel like Justin Tyler was here tonight.
I tried talking to Swift about it. I tried talking to Swift about it. He says he hasn't heard from him either.
Well, if there's anybody who knows, that's your tag team partner. Shouldn't you be able to keep up with him and what he's doing?
You're right. I should be able to, but I've tried calling him. I even went over his house last Saturday. He's not answering. I know he was home. He's just, I don't know what's up.
Well, Psycho G, I do have good news. We might not be able to find Justin Tyler, but the burnout is here.
That's live. Good news for you.
You got anything to say to them about the last couple weeks? You're locked in a damn shark cage last week, and tonight.
Yeah, I said what I said last week about
dodge ladder.
That was a lit time. I already said what I said to Cliff. I wished him congratulations. I'm not going to curse him out or anything. I got no reason to. But
let's see what the burnout has to say about this. Cliff and Blackheart, welcome to the Hardmic.
I'll go first. All right.
Oh, my head hurts right now, dude. No screaming.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
G, I know you're mad at me, right? I know.
Why would I be mad? You beat me straight up. Why would I be mad? I have a concussion, and I'm seeing 3 of you right now, so it's a great time.
But you challenged me to this match. I didn't want to.
Yeah, right, I did. That's.
But
I can't be mad at me.
You kept kicking out, right? So I had to up the stakes. You wouldn't wait. So okay, what can I do to put G down? You put up a hell of a fight. It took 4 finishers plus a chunk to the head with a ladder. You got guts, man.
Time.
So yeah, again, as we both said, no excuses. Yeah, of course, tonight I came out on top. I did not want to hurt you in that match, but again, the ladder thing, you're just, you know what? I saw you getting back up. Okay, no, I got 3 ass back down. That's all it is. And again, tonight I wasn't tonight I wasn't worried about Texas boys versus Burnout. It's just you and I. I don't have to worry about Blackheart. I don't worry about you and your partner. It's just you and I. And again, sure, I grew up on the deathmatch stuff, the Extreme Rules stuff. Anyone who knows Cliff Garnett knows my history and everything. But tonight I wasn't looking looking to really go extreme. No, I was looking to get the W one way I can. That's all it was. And now we
Yeah.
can put that. Yeah. And now we can move forward. Again, you said yourself that you're going to show up at end game. I want to make sure you are at end game. Of course, you got to find your partner, which is a different story. I know Blackheart, we're
Yeah.
still in contact. So, yeah. So,
Yeah, y'all are still in contact. Mine's kind of, he's fucking depressed right now. I really don't know, you know. Like, he's cut me off. He's cut Swift off. I don't know what's going on. I really don't.
granted, it took 4 of my dirty deeds and plus a ladder to keep you down. I'm like, do I got to bring out the thumbtacks next? The light tubes? What do I got to do?
Light
So, like,
tubes.
I know
Yeah,
Swift put the kitchen sink under there, so like.
so
You
yeah,
know,
I got plenty of toys, right?
boys. Oh,
That's not PG. That's
Christmas-
not PG.
Christmas ain't here yet. Xmas is not here yet.
I had plenty of ideas, right? But now just getting in that 1, 2, 3.
Hey, maybe you guys get inspired. You know, Cliff Garnett's heavy on that skateboard stuff. You know, maybe you take him on to the concrete for a game of skate. Maybe you'll win that.
And again,
You just can't win
I don't
now for
see
some
it.
reason. I don't know what's going on.
hey, Dodge
Not-
Bell is a true story,
Mm,
right? Dodge Bell's a true story. So, well, I didn't have a bell on me, so I used a ladder. It was like the next best thing, right? You kind of
Jeez.
improvise in a hardcore match. Anyways, good fight,
You
G.
tried to Joey Mercury him tonight. That was sadistic.
Yeah,
Mm.
I mean, he'll recover, right? Like, right.
I'm still here, though. That's
Psycho G after all.
I'm
He recovers pretty well. Blackheart, what do you got to say, man?
Yeah, Blackheart, you're up.
You know, I kept my word, and I've kept my word like I've promised. I stayed out of the way, and I'm not going to touch you till endgame.
cool.
I hope you remember that. I hope you remember that, because I genuinely meant that. I promised something. I promised something.
Still have a hard feeling. I'm not trusting.
I am keeping my word to you. When I keep a promise, I keep a goddamn promise. However, I can't shake off a feeling of something though.
Am I about to get yelled at again?
No, I can't help but shaking the feeling that I'm wondering about the psyche of JT as well, to be honest. I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe he's starting to realize that just deep down inside, he's not as good as you. He feels like he's holding back. He feels like he's holding you back from your full potential.
You see, the last time he thought that, he took a chair to the back of my skull. So, if I don't know, I can't really answer that. I don't know what he's thinking.
He's ghosted you. He's ghosted you completely and utterly.
But you know what?
You guys are spinning the narrative. I don't think JT's ghosting Psycho G. It's plain and simple. The guy is busy.
He went to his goddamn house, Lions.
I went to his house. I'm being ghosted right now.
God's sakes.
We all know Justin
really.
Tyler. Sometimes it's hard to find. That's why I fired him in the first place. But this is a new side of Justin Tyler. You know, JT is a different man nowadays, man. He'll be here. Don't worry.
I'm not worried about that. You know, I have faith in him. I'm just hoping he's okay. You know, as I've said, that's my brother. Despite our issues, I want to make sure he's okay before Endgame. I want to know that, hey, are you good? You know, it's like, I don't know. But I hope he's able to show up. And you know what, Blackheart? Thank you for caring, not caring. I don't know. I think this is another attempt of you trying to get me to yell at JT again. I really don't know.
You're an adult. That's up for you to decide on what happens here going forward.
Yeah.
That is your decision. I'm just trying to tell you that something's off. I have a feeling something is off.
I don't think there is, man. I really don't. I see Justin Tyler showing up. I see him showing up
Where you
at
going?
Endgame. I
Where you
see
going?
Texas
might,
boys carrying on to the end. That's the way I see it.
he might show up. By the way, highlights. It's good to see you again. By the way, um, it's just
What's
that
that supposed to be?
I've said this before. It's just my general feeling that I've said this plenty of times. He's one of the most impressive guys on this roster. He should be at the top right now. And again, I'm gonna say this. It's just the facts. And I'm personally going there and gonna say it like I've said. I think Justin Tyler is holding him back. That's just how I feel.
I'll tell you this. Let the match decide itself at Endgame. We already know you guys are going to Endgame for this tag match. Now we don't know what the stipulation may be. The general manager is very
No,
great
it's
with making
a,
these
it's a standard
stipulations.
tag.
We've already agreed.
It's already been
We've already
decided.
agreed. It's a regular
Standard.
tag team match.
Oh, wow.
BS.
Both sides have agreed to this. That's the only
Yup.
way this is good. That's the only way this is going to get truly resolved. Once and for all. Let the dice roll, as they say in my beautiful hometown.
The pay-per-view where you won the world championship. You know, this is a
that's right. That's right.
pay-per-view that you've known to really come out the box and start swinging and win big matches. You know, TV title matches and the world championship win. You know, you've been known for this pay-per-view. So
exactly, I am. Pardon the pun, but I am Mr. Endgame.
I thought you were going to go somewhere else with this.
No!
I thought he was
I'm gonna be nice with that. I'm gonna be nice with that tonight. See, I can be nice. I can be
Please,
sane. I mean,
Please,
like people call me insane, and we saw poor friggin' Breon Johnson got tossed through a flaming fucking table. What's wrong?
Oh no, that was great.
He asked for it.
I was a lit time.
I mean, I listened to Hardmic. He asked for it. He wanted a death match with Marufuji. He said he didn't care what match it's going to be. But that's Marufuji's business. You need to mind your own business, because I'm telling you this right now, Blackheart and Cliff Garnett. You guys might be veterans, but I've seen the Texas boys at their best. And at in-game, when it's tag team wrestling, you might see the revival of the Texas boys altogether.
I can't really say it's a revival, to be honest. That's weird. You know, we've had a rough patch. It happened. Exactly. It's happened with the Warriors. It's happened with many great teams. Hell, it's even happened with the Lions a few times. But they get over it. Those great teams get over it. We'll get over this hump. I'll get over my concussion. And I'll show up to Endgame along with Justin Tyler. Even if he doesn't show up, I'll still be there. I'll still be at Endgame. I don't know about JT. I can't speak for Justin. I really can't. I want to. I want to have hope that my brother's going to show up. Guns a-blazing. But I can't. So.
For God's sakes, G, please go see a doctor full on. I want you to be at full health.
Doctors are
go
shit.
see the doctor and show up to the press
doctors are
conference next
terrible.
week and confront these guys. And hopefully JT will be joining us next week for the final showdown before the pay-per-view. Like Enigma Soul would say, you know, the late great Enigma Soul, finish your food, you know. I'll see you next week on the press conference.
God bless him, by the way. May he watch down upon all of us.
I love you, Enigma. Please come back to me.
I think Blackheart might have got into the juice of Devlin O'Brien's locker, but well, let's move on to our next segment here, and a match that I'm looking forward to, especially after tonight's victory. Richie Rose, an incredible moment for you, man. I know you have to be buzzing just as much as everybody else about this win. As many people try to tarnish this victory because Tone White's had a tough road in this tour, I still think it's a great win for you, and I think that this is definitely a turning point for you going forward.
I agree entirely. And I gotta thank those at the Ammo Dojo again. They definitely helped me out. They got me more focused. They got me on my grind. for real. So
They tend to
I
do that.
appreciate that, man.
Pay-per-view this Saturday. Tune in for Ammo Wrestling.
For sure. Make sure to check out Super Duper. I'm sure that's coming up this Saturday, I believe. Better check
I mean,
that
you're
out.
part of the dojo. But
Of course.
tonight we saw you at your best. But now you must prepare for the worst, because at Endgame you're facing the most diabolical guy who we may or may not know he's going to say next. He's a big man with big dreams and big plans for you, Richie Rose. And I gotta say, man, this is the battle of David versus Goliath, and the size advantage is in his game mode. And well, you are the scientist. How are you preparing for the size of Townsend?
Do what I always did. I faced Tone White, didn't I?
That's right. I mean, a former great world champion, and set so many records here that I can't even keep up with it sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. So I really have no other game plan than to do what I did for the past 2 weeks. There's nothing different from you in Townsend.
That's true, man. I mean, Townsend is a big man, though, and he has been, besides tonight, losing the Crude, he has been on one hell of a road to Endgame. And I'm just saying, Richie Rose, Townsend's a big man. And I know sometimes size doesn't matter in wrestling, but in this case, it might just matter. And you know a lot about matter because you are the pro wrestling scientist. Am I right?
Of course, but I also know the phrase the bigger they are, the harder they fall, so I feel like that's not going to really apply to this match. By my standards at all.
I like the confidence. It's a turnaround from last time you spoke with Swift about this match. I can tell you that much.
Well, yeah. Because now I have something to do. Now I have something to look forward to when it comes to it. I mean, so does Townsend. At the end of the day, I feel like I'm helping him. Because I know that he had a big old road to Endgame, but who is he going to face? Who really wanted to face Townsend at Endgame other than me?
He kept ducking everybody else, you know. You faced a guy that he refused to face tonight, and you got the job done.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, telling Tone no isn't really a confidence boost or anything, because it didn't really get him that far this week, did it?
It did not. It did not. It did
Yeah.
not. Well, my question is, with the size of Townsend, is there any way you can lift that big man up come in game?
If there's a will, there's a way, that's for sure. And I have no problem. If I have to hit him so many times, I have to grapple him so many times, I have to roll him around the ring. If I have to do this, that, and the other, I have to put him on the ropes, I have to put him on the top rope. It doesn't matter to me. I'll take him down, and I'll pick him up. By any means necessary. I mean, I've done it before. I see no problem in me trying to do it again.
That's right, man. Hey, I'm looking forward to that match. I know it's a tough situation that you're in. I know Towns is a big man, as I mentioned over and over again. I'm just making it important so you can focus on it. But I do wish you good luck, Richie Rose. Tonight was one of the biggest wins of your career, man. And I got to say, from man to man, congratulations on tonight.
Appreciate it. But now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going back to the MO dojo. Watch Super Duper this Saturday.
That's right. That's right. And you heard it first from Richie Rose. What a grand endorsement from the guy who just defeated one of the greatest of all time. Let's get down to business, though, because we got a tag team title match coming up. And Perk Angle's still to come later on tonight. But let's talk about SWO, shall we? Evan Dynamic, I know you're here. I don't know if Mike Angel is around, but
You.
tonight, man, was a big confidence boost because you defeated a team that the fans seem to be behind right now is Beer Milk, but seems like they couldn't get on the same page again tonight, and that actually worked out for SWO.
It did. It did. I'm honestly not that surprised. You know, they're a new team. You know, they got their little quirks about them. You know, there's the big guy, Devian, you know, his best friend to the end. You know, his little Heather, you know, Adam Richards. And, you know, they were doing great. They were doing fine, ganging up on my buddy. But then, you know, I had to come in, get him a good kick to back, go curve stop him, and then 1, 2, 3. It was just that easy, you know?
Well, that's right, man. And now it's time to really focus on the night because I'm gonna say this, man. Perk Angle's gonna try to get out of the way first. They're gonna try to end this match as quickly as possible because both Crude and Jordan Brooks has a lot to focus on later on that night. So, um, I'm not gonna be biased at all in this situation, but I think Perk Angle is one of the smartest teams I've ever seen in the ring. Like, who's to say they don't get disqualified in this tag team title match just to focus on the task at hand? Are you guys worried at all that Perk Angle's gonna try to find the quickest way out of this matchup?
I don't think they're gonna be that idiotic enough to actually want to take the easy way out because they have something they're going to want to prove.
I'm not gonna. It would be a smart decision.
And proving that they're the best, they're not going to want to take an easy way out. They're going to actually want to try to give us an actual match. Actually, put.
Well, you guys are numbered. To be fair, it's 2 against 4 now.
It's still 2 against 3. No one cares about Mamba.
I beg to differ. Tonight was Mamba's breakout night again, and it seems like if anybody doubted him before, I don't think they're doubting him anymore. And you want to call out Mamba, better come collect, because he's right here. Jay Mamba, what do you guys say to what Evan just said to you?
Are we gonna have problems, Evan? Are we gonna have problems? Because you are trying to disrespect me, and I do not appreciate that. I mean, I'm high right now. I just beat Bill Den. So, I don't know where this disrespect came from, but if we're gonna have problems, we're gonna have problems.
I guess I'll see you in the ring then.
Oh,
because that's where I started all my problems.
If you really want to take on Jay Mamba, that's your choice. I wouldn't do it. Right now, he's on a win streak.
I mean, technically, I lost to Freon, but I digress.
Hey, besides that, dude, you beat Tone White tonight. You beat the number 1 contender. I think you're in the win column here, buddy, man. I digress. The GM will make the match if he feels like it's important. But Evan Dynamic, my question is are you willing to team up with Frost if need be? Because it seems like you guys kind of got the same issues with Perk Angle.
Teaming with Frost. As long as I can easily get my hands on Perk, it don't matter who I team with. Just know they're going to end.
Well, Don Frost, you've heard Jay Mamba, you've heard Evan Dynamic, and you're preparing for this TV.
Sorry.
Game.
Sorry. What was that? I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you in the second part. Well, Jay Mamba, I've heard what you had to say, and first off, tonight, finally got some redemption against Brett Curtis, and I'm happy about that. Like I said before, Brett Curtis, he's the guy who beat me for this championship, and now tonight, I was able to beat him, and now we're only a little over a week away from Endgame. And Mamba, I wanted to ask you something. Are you still here?
I'm here.
Now, see, I know I could just ask. Oh, are you going to be bringing any member Perk Angle? Yada yada yada. That's not what I'm asking. Next weekend, am I going to be facing Big Perk J Mamba? And just think about what I'm asking right now.
I mean, of course you're going to be facing Big Perk J Mamba.
That's on the marquee.
See, no. Because see, here's the thing. There's a little difference, and this is why I'm asking this. Because I don't want to be facing Big Perk J Mamba I want to be facing the iHeart J Mamba. I want to be facing. No. Just listen. I want to be facing the J Mamba who comes out every single week. Everybody's chanting his name. Everybody's cheering for him because they know what he's able to bring to the table. Not a guy who comes out because of, and has a whole group with him trying to hype him up. Everybody knows how good you are, Mamba. You don't need to be with Perk Angle just for them to be telling you that. The J Mamba that I want to be facing is the guy who will take every single challenge that is thrown at him, keep getting up, and keep on fighting. That's the iHeart. That's all heart J Mamba. Not some.
I think he showed that tonight against Bill Dern, though, to be honest.
Yeah, and I agree. I completely agree. That's the Mamba I want to be facing. I don't want to be facing a Mamba that just makes jokes, tells people how much they suck. No, I want the guy who's going to give me a fight, and every time I try to put him down, he'll keep getting back up until I make sure he's down. I want the guy who is not going to give up. I want the iHeart. That's why I have said in the past that I'm hoping Perk Angle isn't ringside for our match. Not because I don't want them interfering or anything like that. I could care less if they come out and interfere. I want to be facing the guy who will go out there alone, and no matter what steps he has to do, no matter what challenge he has to do, he'll keep getting back up and giving me the best damn fight I've ever had. That's the J Mamba I want to be facing. So am I getting
You heard the champion,
Big
Jay.
Perk J Mamba, or am I getting the iHeart?
I love how you kind of bring up my past. Like, you think like the iHeart will give you the fight of your life. You think that he was confident and he would go into anything and win it back down, but I don't think he realized that the iHeart, he was weak. He didn't want to fend for himself. And even if he tried, he wouldn't make for anything. The iHeart would never survive, I feel like. And if you could, if you wanted the iHeart, you and but I feel like this is different. I'm actually good. I actually know how to be a good professional wrestler, and back then I didn't know how. I was just a kid with nothing to lose and nothing to gain. But now I have everything to gain. And you think I'm gonna bring back my past just so you can have your little fight of your life? Well, you're wrong. I won't bring anything inside, but trust me, I'm not bringing the iHeart to the ring. Good day, sir.
Well, you heard that, champ. Good day for you, man, because he's bringing in Big Perk, and he's going to stay Big Perk. You're just going to have to deal with it.
Yeah, you know what? That's fine. But I just want to say this: he wants to stay. He wants to say that the iHeart was weak. That the iHeart wasn't that great. Even I know that's a load of bullshit. You know why?
Whoa!
Because it was the iHeart that beat me. It was the iHeart that pinned me in the middle of a COH ring. So he wants to say that the iHeart's weak? No. That's Perk Angle telling you that. But you know what? That's fine. Let him believe what he wants to believe. End game, I'm going to show him. I'll make sure he brings iHeart. But now I want to move on to something else. A certain man who hopefully I'll be able to face next week. That man is Tone White. Obviously,
Ooh.
last week, he said it himself. I thought I would be facing him this week. I thought I was going to be next in line. Last week, he said, no, you're not. You lost to Chase Owens. You lost to a new guy. I don't want to be fighting you until I'm fighting your absolute best. I wasn't upset. I wasn't mad about that. I totally understood that. If he wants to be fighting me, if he wants to be fighting anybody, he wants to be fighting them at their absolute best. And Tone, if you're listening to this right now, I promise you, if tonight was any indication, I am at my absolute best. I am 100% going into Endgame. I'm at the highest point I can be right now. And before I face J Mamba, I want to face
not yet.
you.
Sorry, kid. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yet. Really.
Not this time.
No, still not yet.
You even said it. You want me to win. You hope I win because you want to face me next. So what is it now?
I mean, it's Brett Curtis.
I think Tone White really meant is you got to defend the belt next Saturday to prove his point.
We'll see. You defend the belt, and maybe I'll come after that. You know.
I see what it is now. No, you don't want to fight me. You want to fight me for the championship, is what you're saying.
I mean, you don't have to hold it for me to win it, so like it's fine. But like, I mean, it's not a bad thing that you have that. So like, you know, once you're ready,
it's ironic though that I'm holding the belt right now, and I'm saying I want to fight you, but I'm already facing Mamba for the title first, and now all of a sudden you don't want to be fighting me yet.
Well, I have to prepare for my chamber, you know, for the world championship. You know, that championship that you'll never touch. Shit's crazy, dog.
That might eat you up inside at night, Don. I know that bothers you a little bit, right? That
look, as much
you got so close to that.
As much as I would love to be a world champion, right now I'm the TV champion, and that is what's important to me right now. What's important to me right now is the championship that I'm currently holding. I don't have to be focused on the world title right now.
He says some goals, though, man. You heard the man. No championship, no dice. You win against J Mamba, hell, you might even face the number one contender for the world championship afterwards. You never know. Tone White's my pick for the chamber. I know that.
We'll see then.
We'll definitely see. Thanks for joining us, Tone. If you could stick around, we'll talk more about the chamber later on. Don Frost, I wish you good luck in preparation for J Mamba. I might disagree with what you said to him. I think Big Perk is best Perk because tonight he showed us when he beat Bill Durham. But you know, you might be on to something.
I know what he can do in the ring, and trust me, I know the difference with iHeart and Big Perk. It's like I said, the iHeart was the one that pinned me, and he didn't have anybody with him at the time. I'm just wondering if he can do that again.
We'll just have to wait and see, man. Endgame is next Saturday. Prepare for that. But
I'm definitely prepared.
We saw a different side of Marufuji, I could tell you that much. And Marufuji, I'm pretty sure you heard Breon Johnson said he didn't care what match it would have been, and I think the fans alike have been waiting for this side of Marufuji to come out for a long, long time, and tonight we saw it, man. What do you want to say going forward?
It's definitely quite interesting because you said that the Marufuji had to adjust to the style of COH. Why should he adjust? Why should he? Why should he adjust to who's in the ring? No. Well, who should adjust is who he faces. See, who he is, what he does in that ring is unlike any other person you've ever seen in COH. I promise you that. Yes, Breon has beaten the maniacal monkey, but you know what? He's got to taste the night or what it's like to be in the ring with him. He didn't know what was happening. He didn't see those kendo shots coming to his face, to his body. He didn't even see the flaming table getting set up, him getting put through it. For all as I know, splinters in his eyes, scabs on his back now. He should be afraid. He should care about what match type is. Because this is my playground, my jungle to speak, and he'll find that out.
Well, there you have it, man. Marufuji, man, and I love this side of Marufuji. I did disagree with the general manager last week when he said you're gonna have to obey the honor rule system. I think Marufuji plays by his own rules, and if you want to face Marufuji, you got to play by his rules, not ours, because he's a different type of animal here in COH. Moving on, though, man. One thing is for certain, man. We're a part of the biggest attraction in Code of Honor's history. The fight is almost here. And tonight we saw two sparring contests that everyone is talking about in the boxing world. And right now, let's talk to the young knockout kid, Carlos Corvo. Corvo, you knocked out a undefeated boxer tonight. But in the ring, I don't think you were looking at a undefeated boxer. I think you want Mr. Eddie Reed, and you can't wait for this fight. Am I right about that?
Of course, he disrespected me, so why wouldn't I actually want to teach him a lesson with my own two hands?
My question is to you, which one is stronger, the left or the right?
I'm ambidextrous. Both are as strong as can be. You should watch out.
Ambidextrous, I like it. Maybe you hit him with both at the same time. You do have the experience, but tonight, you watched the sparring contest with Mr. Eddie Reed. Are you taking him serious at all?
Well, since he has it. Maybe a bit more serious. Sure my punch does not come out twice as fast.
Well, Corvo, it wouldn't be a hard mic without the hot seat question of the night. So let's bring you there. Hot seat question of the night. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. All right, Carlos Corvo. The question is, who is better in the boxing ring today? Logan Paul or Mr. Eddie Reed?
I'm pretty sure that Mr. Eddie Reed show a lot more promise than Paul. Let's be honest.
Well, that's respect, man, coming from the young knockout kid. Mr. Eddie Reed cared to respond to Corvo going into this big boxing fight?
Man, going in this fight is going to be amazing. I'm ready. My trainers got me ready. I know he's a one-hitter quitter, and I have all the respect for him. But this won't be personal. This be business when I knock him out.
Wow, man. And business is definitely booming. We saw the greatest sparring that we've ever seen. And I'm brand new to this boxing sport, man. But I'm on the edge of my seat going into MGM Grand Arena. The biggest event for boxing is coming up at Endgame. And if I could get an answer out of our general manager, Ryan Swift, care to make a prediction on who you think is the best boxer between the two so far?
Oh man, I am so glad. Sorry, I'm so glad you asked that though.
Oh my God.
Because, sorry, it's been a rough day today. You know, I've had to deal with Marufuji screwing up the joint. But anyways, see, the way I saw it, the sparring was very impressive with Eddie Reed and Corvo. Corvo beat a man that was 24-0 in pro boxing and was still an active competitor. And same thing with Eddie Reed, except from he's 9-0. But Eddie, I actually got a hot seat question of my own. We all know you have money. Did you pay that guy to make you look good? Because I find it very hard to believe you could actually knock him out. With all due respect.
See, everybody thinks that, but the thing is, I paid top dollars for my trainers. Because you gotta understand this. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for the 1%ers. You know, the real fans. You know, the Fortune 500 members. The only fans that matter. Because without them, what will sports be?
That's a very fair point, but I also find this a very hard prediction too, if I'm being honest, because two men in very different weight classes, by the way. Eddie Reed is a much bigger guy, way bigger reach advantage, so like, I don't know, it's gonna be a tough one. But Corvo has way more experience, and he's the knockout kid for a reason, so sorry Reed, you're getting your ass knocked out.
You know what? You can have your opinion. You know, I know, yes, he's the knockout kid. He's been doing this longer than I have. But look, it's me. And whoever doubts me, will just lose, yo. I'm trying to tell you. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to shake it and bake it. I'm going to rope it, dope it. And then I'm going to knock him out. It's going to be glorious. And I'm going to make it look good.
Well, Reed, we are going to be in Las Vegas and MGM Grand, and I know you have money, so, are you a betting man? Are you willing to put money on this fight?
You know what? Putting a couple of grand is like a drop in the pocket. That's not a problem.
Oh, I'm not talking a couple grand. I'm talking $1 million. I know you have it.
Look, I don't mind putting $1 million, but I'm not a stupid man either. Who got the other million
so you don't think you're gonna knock him out? You can't put $1 million down.
He's not a man like you, GM.
Hey, I'm just saying.
He lets the fight speak more than the money, man. It's just business.
It's always business, and if nobody else betting $1 million against me, it's like, what's the purpose?
I mean, that's fair, but I want to make a bit more money, because I'm going to be losing some money, you know, paying for the chambers and stuff for Endgame. So whether you're doing it or not, I'm putting $1 million on Corvo. Straight out the COH fund. Sorry, guys. I'm putting $1 million on Corvo.
You're about to lose more money. You're betting on a horse that just can't run that race, Swift.
Well,
$1 million
right here. I've seen him tonight. He looks great.
Look, $1 million is not a problem. That's like what, my weekend money? That's
oh my
easy.
God.
$1 million it is. Not a problem. And then you know what? When I take your money, the COH money, then I guess what? COH going to owe me.
Oh my God. You know what? Let's shake on it. Let's shake on it right now, Reed. Shake my hand. Let's make it official.
All right. Let's do this.
$1 million.
If you heard him cough, you might not want to shake that hand without sanitizer, right, so here you go.
Jesus Christ. Okay, it's official. $1 million. Get the job done, Corvo. I'm out of here.
Well, thank you, GM Ryan Swift, and thank you, Mr. Reed and Corvo, for joining us. You'll be here at the press conference next week for the last words of the Ultimate Fight. But there is another Ultimate Fight coming up. We got 2 chambers. One for the Uprising Division. Tora Troy, can she survive the odds? And then we also got one for the #1 contendership. I'm being joined first by the Fight Machine, Adam Richards. Your first chamber match here in COH. It's Endgame. Are you hyped?
I'm as hyped as I've ever been. I mean, you know, tonight. Can I just talk about tonight real quick?
Go for it.
Do you allow me to do it? Okay, so here's the thing, right, Devlin? Like, you made me lose tonight. Okay, this loss is on you. Cause let's be honest here. Okay, I was in that ring. I did a lot of work. I softened up Mike Angel for you. And then you came in, then you came outside, and then you were getting your ass kicked. So I thought, hey, you know what? Devlin seems like he needs my help. So I went there, and I kicked Mike Angel's ass. But then you told me to go back to the ropes. And what happened? You got your ass handed to you. You got rolled back in the ring, and you lost. You got anything to say for yourself?
Yeah, Devlin.
Mate, you think you did anything tonight? You
Yeah, I
actually
did a lot,
No,
actually.
no. You did fuck all. And guess what? I told you to get back up there because the time when I helped you and your, need of help, you told me to stay out of your way. So that's what I wanted you to do. You distracted me tonight with your fucking arrogance. You really did. And then you said I get my ass kicked. Man, I was beating him up till you had to interfere. And yeah, I got thrown into the ring and I got pinned tonight. But where the fuck were you? Oh yeah, you were lying outside of the ring sitting on your ass when you didn't even get hurt or anything.
Yeah,
what
no,
happened to
I didn't
you?
get hurt. I didn't get hurt.
What happened to
I
you?
was in the
Why
ring.
didn't you break up the pin,
Devlin,
huh?
I was in the ring. I got hit. It knocked me out. I rolled out the ring because I needed to get my gearings back. It's not my fault.
Holy fuck, and this is why you're a weak piece of shit.
Oh my God,
why,
Devlin, no,
and this in this elimination chamber, you're going to get chewed up and spit out.
Devlin, ok? Tu fais fucking chier, man. C'est calice de tabarnak, tu fais chier. Tu fais pas de bon son, ok? Pas de bon son pour tout. Moi, j'essaie de t'aider. Moi, j'essaie de t'aider. Moi, j'essaie de t'aider.
What
He's
the
speaking
fuck
in
are
French.
you saying? He's speaking French. Do I look like I'm a fucking Frenchie to you, you fucking French little bastard? Why are you speaking fucking French?
I'm just saying how much of a good guy you are, Dylan.
All I heard is balls. That's literally all I heard. And that bullshit accent of yours is balls.
Okay. Listen. Okay, listen.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you call me mate? Didn't you call me mate? You came in and okay. In your mind, does that not mean that we're besties?
No,
that means we're besties.
No,
that means we're
doesn't.
besties.
No,
yes, it does.
not. You're a fucking moron.
Oh my God. Well, I could sure as hell guess that you guys are gonna be fighting in the chamber. I think we found out who's really going for who here in the chamber, and I think you guys are gonna duke it out. Am I right?
No. See, here's the misconception here. Everybody thinks that me and Devlin are gonna go at each other's throat. Okay, we're not gonna do that. We're best friends.
No, we're not.
We're best friends.
No, we're not.
Devlin likes to say that we're not, but when he says that, he means yes, we are.
No.
Okay, so
he might be onto something, actually. Yeah.
Like, okay, see, here's the problem with Devlin. Devlin's been alone all his life. Okay, everybody's hated on him for all his freaking career here in COH. I'm the first person who's openly showed love to Devlin. He doesn't know how to handle it, so the only thing he does is that he spews some bullshit at me, and he tells me that he hates me, and he tells me that we're not best friends. But at the same time, I think that he's just too scared to show to tell people that he has feelings. It's okay,
Ooh.
Devlin.
It's okay, man. You want me to show your... Okay, look. I'll show my feelings in the chamber match when I kick your fucking head and you're out of the elimination. That's all I care. If I get pinned, I don't give two shits. You're the person I'm aiming for. Your head's getting kicked off.
Well, that's all fine and dandy, Devlin. I love you too, man. But the truth of the matter is, like, I as much as I love you, okay?
No.
I
Guess
can't.
what?
I can't let you
hold
in.
on.
I
Guess
can't
what?
let you in.
No. You're
Can't
gonna
let you
shut
in.
the fuck up. I have tagged with plenty of people that I've never fucking liked.
You screwed them over, too.
At least them people have the decent to shut the fuck up. You do not have the decent to shut the fuck up. They never became friends with me or anything like that because they knew it was never going to happen.
Well,
it's never going to happen between us, mate. It's
like,
never going to happen. Because after tonight, you proved that you're a lazy piece of fucking shit when you sat on your ass outside.
Oh, wow.
You know what, Devlin? It's like the old saying goes, right?
first time for everything, and I'm honored that I am your first. You know, everybody's first.
Man.
Everybody's first needs to be with someone special, and I feel privileged that I am that special someone for you.
Wow.
You really want to get killed in a chamber match? You really want to?
No.
Because that's like I'm going to destroy you. And I'm going to throw you around like a rag doll. You take it any way you want.
Yeah, well.
But look, even though I'm going to be focusing on you, there are other people to worry about in this chamber match. Especially when you have 2 fucking clowns in the fucking chamber as well.
See, now that we can agree with. Because, see, the thing is Perk Angle. I mean, Perk Angle is terrible. Okay, let's just be real honest here. Perk Angle is absolutely terrible. They've indoctrinated Mr. Mamba. You know, they're terrible teachers. Terrible influence on this poor kid. You know, I know Mamba. I've known Mamba before he was a COH. Mamba was a fan favorite. People loved him. He loved the people. But now he's got these bozos, you know, trying to get in his head. And what's going on, man? Mamba, you're better than this, man. Come on. You don't need these guys. You really don't. And every time you're in the ring, you show everybody that you don't need these guys. Okay? Listen to Big Brother Richards here. Okay?
What the fuck are you yapping about? Fuck Mamba.
Devlin.
No. Fuck Mamba. We're talking about Elimination Chamber. What about the 2 clowns? They could fucking get to the World Heavyweight Championship.
If you would let me get there. Because I had
the moms ever did to you.
Okay.
I think he.
So let me get back on track here. Let me get back on track here. What I'm just trying to say is that Perk Angle is terrible. They're just terrible. I don't like them. Okay.
Oh, they actually do win though. So if they're terrible,
they do.
They win.
That's not what I mean, man. They're terrible. Like that's I don't know.
Hey, guys. Hey, there's a lot of hostility here, but I just want to weigh in a little bit. First of all, Richie, how are you?
Good, Swifty. I'm so happy to hear your voice.
Oh my god, I'm happy to hear yours. I love you so much, but I can't help
I
but
love you.
Overhear this conversation you and Devlin are having. You know, Devlin has a big issue with Big Mama apparently, but
Big Mama.
Big Mama. But I have a solution to all of this. And I have a big match planned for you guys next week, so that means I'm gonna need you guys to be on the same page.
No, we're not fucking. No, you put me. Do not put me in a match after what he did tonight.
Hey, Debbie.
No,
I think you forget who's the GM around here.
Put him in a handicap match. I will be his manager.
Oh, we don't want that again. Trust me.
No. See, this is just Devlin's way of saying he's okay with the match.
No, I'm not.
Okay, cool. So now that Devlin is okay with the match, I'm gonna announce it now, so Puck can react to it later on. I don't really care. But next week in the main event, it will be Beer Milk, my favoriteest team of all time, and the Warbeards taking on all of Team Puck Angle in a 4-on-4 elimination tag.
Oh, buddy. That's a blockbuster. Let's be real here.
What a go home show main event that's gonna be.
And that means you guys work your shit out right now.
Devlin, give me a hug right now.
No, I'm gonna work with the Warbeards. I am not working with you.
Give me a fucking hug, Devlin.
Oh my god.
I'm not working with you. I will work with the Warbeards. I've worked with them. They're decent guys. You're not a decent guy.
Don't you just feel the love in the air, man? Isn't love a beautiful thing?
It is, man. It is. Brings a tear to my eye.
Yeah.
This is great.
But I just want to say one last thing, okay? Devlin, I know you want to win this chamber, but I can't let you win, okay? Because let's be honest, the last time I held the world title, it was a shit show for me. And if I don't win this chamber and I don't become #1 contender, this is going to be an absolute failure for me. because I need my redemption, and this is my chance to redemption. So, love you, buddy, but can't let you win. I'm gonna have to take this one.
Oh wow, man! This chamber just got must watch, and next week's main event just became the blockbuster main event. It feels like a pay-per-view going into a pay-per-view now. But one person that I definitely will be looking very closely on is Tone White being a part of this chamber. He's chasing 12 world championships. Tone, if you're around, man, the chamber, you got history inside this big structure. I guess he's not around. We'll get to him right now, actually. Tone White.
Hello,
chasing
yeah.
12.
You know, just as a side note, I've noticed that I am not in the main event next week. Big go home show with everyone in chamber and everyone in big matches. Put that one there.
So the thought process there was, I can't exactly team you with Devlin. I mean, I feel like we know.
Just take him out of the match.
I mean, it could, but him and Richard.
It'd be much easier,
unit.
and people would actually watch. You know, besides Perk Angle being there.
I'm sorry, Tony. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna cry in the corner.
That's fine. You can do that. So I'm excited. The chamber is a fun time. I've been having great matches with tons of people. Fought Richie Rose tonight. He's a pretty good talent. Something that somebody who is running the show should be doing more of with. Yes.
He should be doing Richie Rose.
Yes. But I'm excited for everyone in the chamber except for Devlin O'Brien, obviously, because I have a brain. No one wants to see him.
Wake up too. Sorry.
Shut up. But I'm excited for everyone else that's in the chamber. I'm excited to face everyone else that's in the chamber. As far as I'm concerned, it's a 5-man chamber. And it's an endgame chamber. Don't know what an elimination chamber is. Get with the program.
Oh, and that's very disrespectful to my best friend.
Oh, so Richie, I'm gonna let you know, I don't give a fuck about Devlin O'Brien. I haven't given a fuck about him since 2011.
That's very rude of you. Sorry.
Well, when people are idiots on live streams, it makes it much easier for me not to care about them. So, I'm excited for this chamber. I'm excited to win the chamber and go against whomever the champion may be. Either Bill Dern or Jordan Brooks. I'm coming for my championship.
You heard the man. 12, the chase to 12, man. It's been a long chase to the 12. But Tone, you have your tour going on. You kind of picking your shots as of late. Anybody got your eye on for next week to take you on?
No, not yet.
You're going to have to wait for that answer next week from the Tone White. Chase for 12, man. Personally, my pick, even though he lost to Richie Rose tonight, big shout out to Rose. That was an incredible match. But now, we heard the main event made. Now let's hear from the Warbeards. Actually, yeah, Bill Dern is here, I do believe. Bill?
Yep, we're both here, pretty sure.
Well, is there anything you want to give us insight on how Windsor is preparing for the chamber before we focus on you?
You know, same way I think we've always sort of prepared for everything. You know, practice makes perfect. You know, of course, our training for ladder matches in the past of us, constantly climbing ladders. This is different training than that. It's a lot of intermediate, heavy training, heavy wrestling, back and forth. Making sure to drink plenty of water, making sure to eat as much Windsor Head as possible, get those carbs.
That's right.
Eats champs, is what they say. It's what our new marketing slogan is.
Maybe not too much though, because it's kind of like
not too
I need a bit of endurance. It needs to be like, just
Windsor
like,
is here, man. Welcome
excited.
to the show, man. And I think this in-game chamber is full of surprises, but This gives me vibes of last time we were in the chamber, man, and it came down to you. And I feel like maybe the second time is the charm, right?
Yeah, well, I was going to say I've got experience because we don't have this chamber too often. So I've got experience, and I came down. Actually, I think Swift actually eliminated me that one year. So good job he's actually moved over, and I get a chance because I've actually got like a slight advantage because I think I've beaten every single person in this chamber in singles competition. So I'm quite confident. You know, I know these people all well. To be honest, actually, the only person I haven't had a match with is Adam Richards. And so he's the only sort of mystery for me going in there because we haven't faced each other too much. But I'm confident in my ability. You know, I've been making good strides since my big setback. So I'm motivated and I'm calm for this one. You know, I haven't been doing too much talking. I haven't been going on Twitter too much. I've just been keeping myself to myself and slowly building myself up again because I had all that last year with the whole wins up promotional campaigns, all this other stuff that kind of got in the way. I mean, it built me up to a level, but I didn't sort of take advantage. I didn't get the job done. So I'm taking it a bit differently. I'm going back to basics. I'm going out there week after week, defeating my opponents and taking it from there. And it's got me to this chamber. And now I'm focused on, you know, bringing it home, really. And Bill's the same. Bill had an upset today, but, you know, that was all because Jordan didn't think, you know, Perk Mamba, Big Mamba.
Oh man, I could see the hesitation. It seems like Jordan Brooks is getting to you guys. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he nearly got to us. He was causing some trouble, but you know we've
I
put that
don't.
behind us. We've communicated again. He actually did. I think actually did us the world of good. To be honest, he actually helped us more than hindered us.
Yeah.
Well, Bill, you do have an excellent opportunity, just like Windsor. What do you got to say on the matter?
I think what's different this time, especially with what we've kind of gone through this past month, and I know, you know, there are other things that can be said too, but I feel like I've seen all their hand. I feel like I know what's in the cards. You know, they've tried tampering backstage. I'm sure they've, you know, jumped their fair share of people in a random parking garage who were wearing our shirts or whatever. And, you know, now, you know, you got them at ringside helping each other win. They've had every single, you know, point of, you know, this is what Perk Angle is. They're smart in how they conduct themselves out of the ring, and they're also smart inside the ring. You know, they don't try too many underhanded tactics. The difference, though, this time is that the only card that's left is possibly the one that's in Jordan Brooks' sleeve. At the end of the day, the match has been made. The match is going to happen. You know, they got to worry about a chamber. They got to worry about a television match.
That's right.
We've grinded for this. We're ready for this. And I've not only watched the footage of the last match, I'm familiar with who they are. This isn't our first time fighting Perk Angle in different forms. I've been running through a Perk Angle gauntlet these past couple weeks, and I'm 1 for 1. I know that I'm not perfect yet, and I'm still working. You know, match isn't tomorrow. Match is in a couple weeks. Well, you know, November 6th. So I still got time to, you know, finish, polish up everything else.
This is
I got
probably
my
the
notes from
strongest
this
builder
match.
we've ever seen. My personal opinion. This is the best we've ever seen you, Bill.
I don't know if it's the best. That's the thing. Is if I'm the best right now, I know where I can improve, and that's the dangerous part. Is that me and Windsor know where we can improve and are working together to solidify our weaknesses.
Well, Perk Angle is here tonight. You heard the Warbeards talk. In my personal opinion, this end game is centered around Perk Angle versus Warbeards. Perk Angle, care to respond to what the Warbeards just said?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of talking that's been done And I feel like there's a lot of things that kind of speak for themselves in this matchup. Bill's not wrong. We have fought a lot back and forth between myself and Windsor, him and myself. Crude and Bill even have a storied history, and it kind of feels like a culmination of all that in one show. And it's not as straightforward as it seems. And I know people like to make it sound like the road is going to be super easy one way or another, but regardless to what tricks I may have up my sleeve and whatever else I may pull, the fact of the matter is, Crude and I both are going through two matches that night. It's not as simple as walk out and win once, and even then, that's not as simple as it sounds. I'm not taking this lightly. I'm a double champion, and I understand what that entails. And to be quite honest with you, I am laser focused on what's going to happen. If my match tonight against Jarek didn't prove that, I don't know what will. I like to play games, I like to get in people's heads, sure, but when it comes to business, I mean business. And I beat the ever-living hell out of someone tonight, and Bill, I respect you as a competitor, and I know what you bring, but come November 6th, I am going in there with one thing and one thing only on my mind, and that is walking out with the same amount of championships that I walked in with.
You heard the champ, Crude. What do you got to say about this big chamber and the tag team title defense too? Because you heard Evan talk earlier. So
I did hear Evan talk. Did forget everything he did say though. Not a memorable person that Evan Dynamic guy is.
Oh man.
But yeah, you did bring up a good point. I'm glad you're back, Lions. By the way, I'm glad you're back. No more Swift is great.
Thanks, man.
But I do bring up a great point. I have 2 matches. Jordan has 2 matches, and hey, we all walk out. We all get the dub anyway, ain't we? It's like you look at this whole pay-per-view, Endgame, and what is it filled? What is it filled with? What is the common denominator here? What is the pattern you are seeing? Almost each and every match, you will see a Team Perk Angle member. You got the TV title match. You got Big Perk. You got the tag title matches. You got me and Jordan, obviously. You got the Elimination Chamber. You got me and Brett. And then you got your main event, which is Jordan and Bill. You see, this whole pay-per-view is filled with Team Perk Angle members. And I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why every COH show you're going to see Team Perk Angle's faces. Everywhere. Every fucking where. On the posters. Hey, when you make a poster for Endgame, you're going to see our faces on it. Because we are the stars on this show. And we are going to remain the stars on this show for a very, very long time. So, when we go into this tag team match, you know what the outcome is. You know what the outcome is easily. It is going to be Team Perk Angle on top. You're going to look at the chamber. Easily. There's 2 Team Perk Angle members in that. What are you going to see? You're going to see Team Perk Angle on top. The TV title match. Big Perk. We've all seen Big Perk as of recent.
He's been on a roll. He's been killing it.
Obviously. I don't know who the fuck this All Heart dude is.
I don't know why they're trying to make it out like
he said iHeart, like iHeartRadio.
iHeart, All Heart, whatever it may be. The point is, everybody wants to make it sound like we want harmony. What do we do? Lions, I want your opinion. I want to talk to you for a minute about this, because I feel like you, of all people, would agree with us. Don't you think we've made him better?
Yeah.
I think people are wrong about you guys, to be honest. I think you guys are one of the best things we got here in COH. Yes. And I also like the Warbeard, so it's hard for me to really choose at the end of the day who's going to win at Endgame.
We love an unbiased opinion. We love it. Let's talk about the Warbeards, though. More talk about Team Perk Angle. Because, we haven't talked about Team Perk Angle that much. I haven't said the Team Perk Angle word that much, have I? I haven't said Team Perk Angle. I haven't said the word Team Perk Angle, have I? Brooks, have I said Team Perk Angle a little bit too much?
Maybe once or twice. But maybe one more time. People in the back,
Team Perk Angle. Okay, but where was I? Where was I?
Talk about the beards. And talking
the
about
beards. The Warbeards.
That history there. That chamber that you're wins with.
Anywho, that brings me to my point, where I'm at, because Jordan, as we all know, double champ, great competitor. What about me, though? And I hate doing this, but I have to remind people who the fuck I am sometimes. It's horrible. I know. I have to go for the same thing, same routine. You know, I go to family meetings sometime. There's huge parties, and they're like, "Which one are you again? Are you the who's your mom again? Which one?" And it gets kind of frustrating, you know. But I gotta remind people who I am. I am Christian Crude. I am a TV champion, a tag team champion. I am the fastest call up to COH and the last ever call up to COH. I am the man who won 5 awards in one night. I am the man who looked Enigma Soul dead in his face, told him to suck my ghost busting dick, and faced him at WrestleCade. We don't talk about the ending of that match though, because that's not important.
He's dead now.
Yeah,
You're
he
the
is dead.
closest one to end the streak, so I give you that.
Rest his soul. Rest his soul.
Yeah.
Last person to face him, actually.
Yeah.
But where was I? I am Christian fucking Crude. I am the man to retire Ryan Swift as an active competitor on this roster. And people still fucking doubt me for some reason. People still think I'm one of the weakest links in Team Perk Angle. We do not have weak links, because when you have a weak link, the chain breaks. This chain ain't breaking no time fucking soon. I'm gonna tell you that. Team Perk Angle will stay on top for a very, 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 very long time. And that is because we surround ourselves with strong people. We saw Big Perk. We capitalized on Big Perk as soon as we could, didn't we? Saw a young, new upcomer, and we could turn that into gold. We could turn that into a diamond. And guess what we did? We did just fucking that. So, I do not get why people are still doubting us. I do not get why people are still calling us clowns. We make a joke here and there, and we are called the clowns. I said
What did
this
you see
before.
last time when they called you clowns? Because that was a good line by you the other week.
Oh, thank you. I love that line. We may be the clowns, but we are the ones running this fucking circus. This is our fucking circus. Because Endgame, we will hold all the gold once again. You want to know why?
Why is that?
Because we do not have any weak links. A weak link breaks the chain. As I said, we are the strongest chain. And we're not talking food chains here. But if we were, Perk Porterhouse beats Windsor Hut any other day.
Your place does not exist. It never existed. It was just some stupid.
I will slap the taste out of your mouth, and that is a good thing to do. That is a good thing to do, because the taste in your mouth is Windsor Hut. Nobody want to taste that.
Jeez,
Rats in your pizza. Rats in your pizza.
Listen, I have a hot seat question for you if you want it.
Go ahead.
Oh, dun-dun-dun.
You know the reason you call clowns is because you and Brett did absolutely nothing before Jordan Brooks carried you guys. You guys were the weak links. And then you've got Big Perk now, and then you two, it now goes like, there's Jordan Brooks, there's Big Perk, and then there's you two who are both just as good as each other.
It's crazy, because you call them clowns, and you say they're just as good as each other, but Windsor, what does that make you? Because you're in the same position as both of them right now. If anything, they're in a better position than you, and I hate to, talk down on you, because I do have respect for you, man, but they're in that same chamber you're in. They're fighting for that same spot that you're fighting for. So everything that they are, you are too, and that's crazy how that works, isn't it? Because that will put you on that same pedestal. That will put Tone White on that same pedestal. That will put Adam Richards on that same pedestal. That will put Devlin O'Brien on that same pedestal. So if you want to call them clowns and you want to say they're just as good as each other, you're just as bad as the two of them. And you can take that as an insult or a compliment depending on who you are. Personally, I think I'm complimenting you because those two are two of the best on this roster. But what I need you to understand is talking down on them is talking down on yourself. Because to tell you the truth, right now, you are lower down than they are. You are in no better position than they are because they're in that same spot. And Crude's got a belt. And Brett's had belts. And you've been coasting, Windsor. You haven't had those titles that we've had. You haven't had those runs that we've had. I didn't see you in Bound for Honor this year. Trust me, I'd know because I won the damn thing.
Was it Bound for Honor this year?
Yeah. Didn't see you there though. You got who bounced you? Was it Brion?
Oh man.
It was Brion, and it was a close contest. Brion is one of the best on this roster.
Close only cats and horseshoes and hand grenades, Windsor.
Yeah, I know that. Don't worry. I know that better than most people. But as I was getting to my point, John, you elevated these two. Do you not think you did that? Do you not think you brought Crude to a higher level? Because those guys didn't win a match till you turned up.
Crude didn't win a match in Apex.
Yeah, he didn't.
You know
That's
what I
true.
think? I don't think I elevated them. I think we all elevated each other. Because I think that I am a double champion because of them. I think that Crude is a tag champion because of me, sure, but that goes both ways. You guys should know that. That's part of being a tag team. I think Jay Mamba himself could have been a star, but I think having the backing of people who really want you to succeed makes you into a bigger star. So to tell you the truth, no, yeah, sure, maybe. I guess I did elevate them, but are we going to act like they didn't elevate me? Are we going to act like I didn't make it to Bound for Honor because of the tag matches that Crude and I won? And I know you guys beat us. I get it. But that was our first loss as a tag team, Crude and I. And, I mean, Brett won the TV title, twice? After he stopped tagging with us, was it? I think Crude twice, was it? I think it was twice. I'm starting to lose count of all the things happening over here. But there's nothing pathetic about us. And if there's any question of that, when we clean sweep that main event next week, all those doubts are going to be gone.
You won't clean sweep it. I mean, to be honest, actually, I do have concerns about Beer Milk because that just seems a bit.
I feel bad for you.
The only
You're
one
stuck
in
a
that
really
team to
awkward
trust is
situation.
Richards because the other one's a fucking loser.
Beer milk beards. Yeah, that's gonna be a
Oh.
weird combination.
That sounds like a disgusting
hate
sight.
it.
Chambers
I
are a weird
hate it.
combination. It's
I
a
hate
Rubik's
it.
cube of
I mean,
disaster.
we've won matches with two other dysfunctional people. Are we not going to talk
That's
about
true.
us winning with, Don and Brion chirping at each other's necks too?
That's
a
right.
good point.
He's got a point there.
What's up with all the bad talk about me and my bestie all of a sudden? What's going on, guys?
Devlin fucking sucks.
Richards. That's kind of the question I want to ask you. What is going on? Because it seems like
because he
you're
fucking
pulling
best
for
friends.
Devlin. Yeah, and I understand that, and I really want it to be true for you. I really do. But Devlin doesn't seem as into you as you are him, and
It's just
It's hard to watch.
you guys
It-
don't
it
understand.
hurts
You
me, man.
listen.
It hurts
Hold
me,
on.
Richards, because I love you, and he doesn't. And
Let's stop. Okay. Listen. None of you know Devlin like I do. Okay, none of you do.
I've known him for almost 10 years.
Well, you don't know you don't know him personally like I do.
It's probably
Okay? I
for the
know him.
best, like,
I know him on a personal level. I know Devlin on a personal and emotional
Richards,
level.
Can I ask you a question then?
Sure. Listen.
What do you know about him other than he likes beer?
Listen,
What else do you know about the guy?
Listen,
He's Irish.
listen. If I answer your question, I get to ask you a question. Is that a deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
So Devlin first, Devlin, he's Irish.
Okay.
2, he likes beards.
Okay.
Okay. He likes beer.
Okay.
He likes me. He has beautiful eyes.
His beautiful does he?
His hair is long and luscious and beautiful.
Mhm.
Oh my.
And on the weekends he likes to play Crips.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
So okay. So I got a question for you, Brooks.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, like
Mhm.
we're like, would you would say that like we have a good friendship, right?
Yeah, I'd
We go
say
back.
you and I are close
We
friends.
go back.
Yeah, we go
yeah,
back.
Yeah, I
We
would
go
say
back.
so. Okay. So as a friend of yours, I need to ask you. Let's say, for an example, you do win against Bill,
Right.
an endgame, okay, and you're still the world champion.
Right.
But what's gonna happen if either Crude or Brett wins the chamber? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fight? Are you gonna fight them? Are you gonna like tell them to like lay down on their back so you can pin them? So
I'm
you
not
can
that
retain
kind
your
of person.
championship?
No. See,
Okay, so
what I'm gonna do
you
is I'm gonna do the proper thing, and we're gonna have a match. I mean, to
Okay.
wrestle doesn't mean to have disrespect. To wrestle does
okay.
not mean that you have to fall apart. I have seen I've been part of teams that have fought each other. I've seen best friends go to war and put each other through hell. If you want an example of it, and I can even admit to it because I was the bug in one of their ears. I had the Warbeards at odds for a couple weeks, man. It's not as simple as just one fight and you're done. And as far as I'm concerned, both Crude and Brett are world title material. I think if I didn't have the belt, having it on one of them would be the next best option.
I think you're full of cat, but I mean, that's you. But
no, I'm being. Listen, I'd treat that match just like I'd treat a match with you, man. I really would.
I'm happy you said that because unfortunately, they're not going to win the chamber. I am. So if you win the world title, or if you win your match against Bill for the world title, you're going to be facing me. So
it's been a while.
I hope you're ready for it. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute, my guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the one who took my open weight championship away from me. So I need to return the favor, and I need to take the world title from you. So
that's right.
It's just fair. Just fair.
I appreciate the confidence, man, and in a way, I kind of hope to see it happen. But I got to pull for my boys, and the odds kind of seem stacked against you. And I know you've been there before. I know you have, but you're really looking right into what is ultimately a 2-on-1-on-1 because as much as you may want Devlin to be in your corner, I don't think Devlin would protect you if it came down to the end of the day, the last man standing. I think Devlin's in it for himself and himself only.
Well, it's like you don't know Devlin like I do, so whatever, man.
You're missing the point though, because everyone in that chamber, we may not be friends, but we all hate Team Perk Angle.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah, but are you all going to be able to work together? Because there's so much dysfunction that is already being shown.
I do want to ask them, Jordan. I think you're going to like this. Richards.
Yeah.
Everybody's been trying to put you and Devlin at odds. Good luck, because I feel like you already are at odds with Devlin, personally, from his standpoint. But one thing that is not being talked about is Bill Dern is also on this tag team, and that's the guy with the baseball bat.
Yeah, Bill's the guy with the baseball bat, but Ollie is the guy who also kicked me in the nuts. Okay? Let's not forget about Ollie.
How do you trust the Warbeards in this match is my question.
You had to make it awkward there, didn't you?
He did. I mean, it's his job, I guess. That's what he gets paid for. But, I did say a couple weeks ago that, and Ollie, I'm sorry if you heard this, and Bill, I'm sorry you heard this too, that, I said that when the Warbeards were kind of dysfunctional a little bit, that it might have been a little bit of karma for what they did to me in the world title. But I digress, okay? They worked through it. They really worked through it. And I'm ready to put the past behind me. And I'm ready, if they are ready, to team up with them and beat the living shit out of Perk Angle.
I mean, Adam, you want to grow your beard out a little bit more and make it
just let it grow for the next couple of days and see how we go.
There we go. I mean, that's a blockbuster main event. So, Tone White is like sitting in the recliner with his popcorn because he's the easiest. Like, he's got the easiest job. He's the only one that doesn't have to worry about any of this shit next week. So I'm gonna ask you the question. Who are you picking, Perk Angle or Warbeards and Beer Milk?
Okay, so my answer is I will make it very clear and very open and honest right now. The team that doesn't have Devlin O'Brien on it.
Wow.
That's fair, man. That's fair.
Wow.
Devlin O'Brien is a legitimate piece of shit.
I could give you like a list of reasons why I think we'd win too. And I mean, I'm biased, but there's the fact that we're an actually cohesive unit.
Yep, you're a cohesive unit. You have great hair.
There's the fact that our teammates don't want to attack us and haven't threatened to.
You have great hair.
As Devlin said earlier,
great hair.
He did say he was also going to boot your head off, and I'm not sure if that was like solely directed at Richards, which if it was pretty rude to a man trying.
No, it's just his way. It's just his way of saying that I look good. Don't worry about it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because there's like so many like nicer.
There's so many ways you can say you look good.
Yeah.
But you know who would look good on the unemployment side of the door? Devlin O'Brien.
Don't man. Wow.
So
I'm gonna have to leave because I honestly cannot
Let's
take
settle
this
everybody
Devlin
there.
slander right now. Like I gotta go.
You
I
know
gotta go.
what? You know
We
what? I
all
want.
have to
I
leave.
want
Devlin,
everyone. No,
Devlin,
no, no, no. I
leave
want.
it be,
I want.
Devlin.
No, no, no,
Leave
no.
it be.
Every
Leave
no,
it be.
no. You need to shut the fuck up, and so does everyone else.
Oh, man.
Oh my
Because I'm
God, here we
sick of.
go.
No, 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 no.
Anyway,
No, 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 no,
no
no. Not
one
anyway.
cares.
You have to bring my name up when I don't bring any of your fucking name up. So how about shut the fuck up, Tone?
Anyways,
Because
Team
you're
Perk Angle, you
no,
guys
no,
are
no,
gonna
no,
win the
no.
match
You're not
next
gonna
week,
keep chatting.
and
You
it's gonna be
chatted.
great, and it's gonna be
I'm gonna
wonderful.
chat. It's gonna be wonderful when we
And
win
I
next
can't wait
week.
for you all to watch
And I
the
broke
podcast
This is a
on
great
Saturday.
ending.
single one of
Producer,
your
if you hear
heads
me,
off.
let's
on
end
Saturday.
it
You
right
can watch
now,
Honor
man.
Bound tomorrow night.
Honor Bound
Friday
tomorrow
night,
night.
6
Watch
p.m.
Ammo Wrestling. We're on the ad.
Yes, and watch Ammo
They
Wrestling.
are on the
Watch
ad.
Ammo
Watch
Wrestling.
Somebody
Pay-per-view
run,
If
on
we're still
Saturday.
on there, run the ad.
run the
We're
ad.
on the
It's going to be a great time. The next 2 days are going to be a fantastic time for sports entertainment fans. So I hope you all have a wonderful night and an even better tomorrow, because I better not be interrupted again. And, good fight, good night. Don't forget those termites, and make sure to turn on your nightlight.
Are we running the ad?
Run the ad.
I'm seeing a lack of ads.